Good morning, everyone. Good morning and welcome. Welcome back virtually. Welcome to the 2020-2021 school year. Seniors, welcome back. Obviously, this is Mr. Ginoza here, your principal. I am so excited for the 2020-21 school year. We all know it will look a little bit different, but we are going to make this work. Everyone has been working diligently and working hard to get everything prepared for you in what will be a different format. It will look different, it will feel different, but we're all still Sentinels, and this will be a great year. I am excited to be back. I know our assistant principals, Mrs. Nelson and Mr. Davis, are excited, along with our teachers who are working so hard. What I'd like to do at this point, real briefly, for all the families and students, I'd like to give Mrs. Nelson and Mr. Davis the opportunity to kind of reintroduce themselves and let you know what they will be working on this year prior to us sharing this presentation with you today. Mrs. Nelson?
Thank you. Good morning, seniors. I wish I could see all of your smiling faces. We do miss you terribly. Welcome to what is going to be a very adventurous school year. Again, my name is Mrs. Nelson. I'm the assistant principal over curriculum and testing. The most exciting thing for you is probably your class schedule. I do work with the counselors very closely on that. Just want to remind you, seniors, you should be taking a look at your schedules now. And if you have any concerns, please reach out to your counselor, as schedule changes won't be made after Monday. So if you have any concerns, check out, get with your counselors and see if they can fix that for you. Like Mr. Ginoza said, we're very excited for this year. It's going to be very different, but we're excited to just tackle it and get the year going. So welcome back. Mr. Davis?
Good morning, everyone. I'm Mr. Davis. I am the supervisor over discipline, the fun stuff, right? Attendance. So if you have any absence notes, doctor's notes, I'm the person to talk to regarding that. And after school activities. And there will be more information to come as we move forward this school year regarding activities. Other than that, I am going to turn it over to Mr. Ginoza. I can't wait to see your faces and everything, but I'm just looking forward to this school year. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Mr. Davis. I would like to let everyone know that this presentation is being recorded and will be uploaded for you to go back to and reference or to view again. It'll be up by the end of the day today on our website. Additionally, the presentation that I'm about to share with you will be saved in a document format because it does include links to resources for families and students. Okay? That will also be available on our website by the end of the day today. Okay. I'm going to share my screen now so you can see our presentation and let you know what the 2020-21 school year is going to look like. Okay, so again, welcome to our family orientation. This is what we will be covering today. We will be giving you an overview of student schedules, the new different terminology that you will see that will be used in regards to distance education. We'll be covering new attendance procedures, Canvas, which is where you will be accessing your courses, some updates on program uniforms and standard student attire, some updates on student fees, how we'll communicate with teachers. Something new to Clark County School District will be wellness checks. We'll cover that. And we'll also cover clubs and activities and who to contact and how to contact them for help. Okay? So let's get started. First of all, I'd like to just kind of remind everybody of our student honor code. We, as a staff here, teachers, support staff, administrative staff, are all very fortunate to have you as a part of our team, students and families. We abide by the professionalism, responsibility, integrity, determination, and excellence all of those attributes that you display every day. And families, I would like to thank you for working with your students, because while I am a bit partial, I do believe we have the best student body in all of the Clark County School District, because on a daily occurrence, we see these traits demonstrated. So students, I would like to encourage you to continue to remember to demonstrate professionalism. It might be a little bit different. It's not in person, but it will come into play on how you all of these traits will come into play on how you interact with your teachers during live instruction online, how you communicate with your teachers via email, making sure you have everything you can that you need to be successful. Okay? The 2020-2021 bell schedule has been adjusted, and this is what it will look like. So for A days and B days, the first period of the day will start at 7:40. We'll go from 7:40 to 9 a.m. We have built in typical passing periods for a little bit of a break in between your classes. So you will notice first period will end at 9. The second period will start at 9:05. We have also built in time for announcements, for the Pledge of Allegiance, and then everyone will have the same lunch break throughout the day. We have also built in an additional 25-minute period for wellness checks, and I will review what wellness checks are later on in this presentation. Our C days, which will be more of a regular occurrence this year, first period on C days will not start till 9 o'clock, and they are 30-minute class periods with a built-in 5-minute break period, passing period, so to speak. Again, with announcements built in and lunch breaks. Again, this schedule, which has already been sent out on ParentLink and through our social media outlets, will again be available for you to reference as this presentation is being recorded. Okay. The first week of school will begin on Monday, this coming Monday, August 24th. It will begin with a C day. So, when you look back at the bell schedule, your first period of the day will not start till 9 o'clock. So we will go C, A, B, A, B. Okay. So again, I would encourage you to when we upload the document, if you have the ability to print it off and you can keep it at your designated work area at home, I think it would be a good reminder for all of us as to what times your classes will be starting and what time they will be ending. Okay. Again, as Mrs. Nelson mentioned earlier, your class schedules are available in Infinite Campus, and we would encourage you to begin accessing them, take a look at them, and review your schedule and contact your counselor should you have questions or concerns at this time, as schedule changes will not be made after the school year begins. So please, again, students, please begin accessing your schedules, take a look at them, and contact your counselors if you have any questions about your individual schedules. Okay, this is the new terminology that will be used during the 2020-2021 school year as it relates to distance education. So asynchronous instruction means that learning is not necessarily occurring live. This could be recorded video that students would be able to view based on their availability at their according to your individual schedules. As we know, some of you are going through some different things at home. And some of you may be working, some of you may be caring for brothers and sisters. So asynchronous instruction, when it's identified by your teachers, is your ability to work independently. Okay? Synchronous instruction is when lessons are happening real time, live, via Google Meet that your teachers will be conducting. So what that looks like is when your teachers send you their weekly schedules, and I will touch on weekly schedules. What that means is when it says synchronous instruction, that means your teachers are teaching live. And we encourage you, and I'm going to encourage you time and time again to not miss the live instruction, because that is such a vital component for you to ask real-time questions, get clarification, and hear the manner in which your teachers are explaining things. All of the synchronous sessions will be recorded for you to review. However, during a recorded session, the review of a recorded session, you don't have the ability to ask live questions. And we all know the importance of that during a class session. As you hear some information and you want to raise your hand for a clarification question. So again, I encourage you all, when your weekly schedules come out, that your teachers will send out weekly, where it says synchronous instruction, that means it's live with your teachers. And we encourage you all to attend those. If you see video conferencing, this is different. This is when there's live audio and video connection between multiple students. So you might see sometimes where your teachers are asking you to work in small groups using video conferencing. That's what that means. Virtual office hours are blocks of times when your teachers will be available to respond to emails. If you have a request for your teachers to, can I have a one-on-one video conference during this time? Your teachers have blocks of times that have been set aside for virtual office hours to provide you as much support as we can, as we are all virtual, and it's the ability to simply walk into your teacher's classroom and get help after school has been taken away due to this virtual format. So we encourage you to take advantage of virtual office hours and keep in constant contact with your instructors. The weekly instructional guide, and you're going to see a sample of what it could look like. The weekly instructional guide will be provided for students every week. It will also be mailed to families via email. So parents, you will know when teachers are going to be providing live synchronous instruction and when they will be providing asynchronous opportunities for students to work independently. So families, please know this, you are going to get a lot of emails. You are going to get emails from teachers weekly, and you are going to get emails from us weekly as an administrative staff about updates from the school. So please look out for these emails so that you understand when the students should be attending class live and when they will be working independently. Okay. This is what a sample student schedule weekly instructional guide that will be sent out by your teachers. So what you will see is what you will see identified is the times of first period, the times of second period, when announcements will be, when lunch will be. It will also identify it within first period what time synchronous instruction will be and what time asynchronous instruction will be. What you see on your screen at this time is just a sample. So just know you will receive something that looks a little bit different. However, as we're still working out the details to ensure that it's consistent for all and easy to read. However, just understand that you will be receiving a weekly instructional guide. So students, you will also know what times your teachers are expecting you to be live and what times we're providing the opportunities for you to work independently. Okay. Again, you'll be able to access your class schedules via Infinite Campus, and we encourage you to begin looking at that immediately. Okay. Attendance. The attendance procedures for the 2020-2021 school year has been adjusted by the Clark County School District. And however, let me begin by saying this. Synchronous instruction live is our absolute recommendation. And it is basically the expectation that when it is live, that you do participate in live instruction, because again, that live opportunity cannot be duplicated. So please, please, please take advantage of the live opportunities. So this is what attendance will look like, because attendance for the 2020-21 school year is based on student participation. So students, if you attend the live session, your teachers will be able to mark you as participated or attending class for that day. Attendance is still daily, okay? So if you attend live, and your teachers can mark you as having participated or attended class for that day. Or teachers will be providing in daily checks. So if you did not attend live, the expectation is that you complete that daily task so that your teachers understand that you have participated in their class on that day. If you are participating but did not attend the live session, that task will need to be completed by 11:59 p.m. on that assigned day. As a reminder, attendance is a daily task. So we need to know that you have participated by the end of that day. The other option is option C, in which you communicate via email with your teachers to discuss your course progress. An example of discussing your course progress would be emailing your teacher to ask clarification questions about that day's lesson. So I want to just touch on one topic. In the spring, when we went into quarantine and we had to go to online, attendance at that time could have been completed by you filling out a Google form with your teacher saying, yes, I'm here, I'm fine. That is no longer the case. That will no longer qualify as participation for attendance for the 2020-21 school year. Participation must identify content-related clarification questions about your lesson, or completion of the task, or participation in the live session. So obviously, the easiest way, and our encouragement and our expectation really is that you participate in the live sessions, okay? Your teachers will review this with you as to what their individual tasks would be, but just as a reminder, you must participate live, you must complete that daily task, or you must communicate with your teachers by 11:59 of that assigned day, okay? Truancy notifications will continue to be mailed out should you not be participating in daily activities or in your daily classes, as we are still tracking attendance daily, and it is still a requirement for you to meet your seat time requirements in order to earn credit. So please, again, easiest way is to just participate live. Students and families, obviously there will be times where you get sick or something occurs. So the absence note process is still the same. You will still need to provide an absence note, and that absence note will be emailed to Mrs. Ross in the attendance office. She is Mr. Davis's secretary. So communication with Mrs. Ross will be vital in order to keep our records accurate about your participation daily. Okay. I know this is a lot of information we're giving to you at this time. So just know it will be reviewed in class. It will be reviewed again during our overall discipline presentation that Mr. Davis will take you through throughout the first couple of weeks of school. Canvas. Okay. Canvas is the learning management system used for distance learning. Students, you will be able to access your Canvas accounts here at this third line down. You will log into clever.ccsd.net to access all of your courses. Clever is kind of a housing area for you to access resources and for you to get into all of your Canvas classes. So you will log into clever.ccsd.net using your typical account login information. And if you need assistance with that, we will provide that assistance for you should it not be working. Okay. But again, Canvas is a term you're going to hear a lot. That is where you'll be submitting your coursework. That's where you'll be taking your tests. That's where your teachers will be able to track your academic progress with your formative and summative assessments. Your teachers will also be utilizing Google Classroom, which you're all very familiar with. So just know there's going to be two different platforms that your teachers will be using, Canvas and Google Classroom. And your teachers will be emailing you this week with the Google Meet links for your classroom invitations for the first day of school live sessions. Okay. We are encouraging everyone to log into clever.ccsd.net prior to the first day of school to ensure you have appropriate access that you can get in. Now, what you'll see when you log into Clever is when you click into Clever, you're going to see a Canvas icon. That is where you will click and have access to all of your Canvas courses. What I do want to caution you on is when you log in over the course of the next couple of days to to Clever and then access into Canvas, your Canvas courses may not be available yet. We are expecting Canvas courses to become available possibly as late as the first day of school. So because they're having to roster and they're having to do a lot of work on the back end with all of this switch to distance learning. So just please, the first check for you is to log into Clever, make sure you have access. And once you can get in there, just know by the first day of school, when you click on the Canvas icon, you should have access to all of your courses. Okay. Whoop, I apologize. Got a little ahead of myself there. Here is a hyperlink to Canvas resources that will be available to you as we copy this presentation and put it in a PDF document format, which will enable you, excuse me, to click on the hyperlinks that will take you to these resources, as I mentioned earlier. Okay. New students to CCSD. Obviously, seniors, you're not new to CCSD, but this is a standardized presentation. So we are providing this information for students who are new to CCSD and how to access their accounts. So you may have some brothers or sisters, however, who are coming to us from private schools or charters. So if that is the case, please understand that we will be sending a personal email to all new students that are coming to us from outside the Clark County School District with the information on how to access their individual accounts. Program uniforms and standard student attire. Okay, as we mentioned earlier, we announced earlier this summer that your program uniforms will be optional for the 2020-2021 school year, as we are not meeting live. And if you have purchased a uniform, obviously seniors, you will not be with us for the 2021-2022 school year. So later on, if you feel like you would be so inclined to donate it back, we would appreciate that opportunity to provide that opportunity for students. But however, during the 2020-2021 school year, if you choose to wear it during class, I would encourage you. We are very proud of what those uniforms represent in your pursuit of a career in public service when you graduate this year. So, and again, I'll touch on graduation a little bit later in this presentation. But again, we encourage you to wear it if you have it. If you don't, you will not be considered in a dress code violation. Should we return to campus this year, standard student attire will still be required. But obviously we will give you plenty of advance notice and you will be hearing a lot on the news should the school board of trustees deem it appropriate for us to return to campus this year. Okay. During your live class sessions, students, you are expected to be dressed appropriately. So I'm going to read this through this last section with you. Please be aware of your appearance during your live sessions, maintaining hairstyles that are conducive and your clothing that is conducive to the setting and does not disrupt the educational environment. We still have behavior guidelines for secondary students, and the Clark County School District dress code policies will still be enforced. So again, Mr. Davis will review that with you in your opening of school discipline orientation within the first couple of weeks of school. But please be aware of how you present yourself during your live class sessions, because we still want to remain professional in all of our interactions online with your colleagues, with your fellow students, with your teachers and staff. I would also caution you and ask for this. Please be aware when you're online and live, be aware of what people can see in the background. Please do your best to select a location in your homes that is quiet, that will help you learn to the best ability you can, and not be disruptive to the online live sessions. I know we all live in homes where we have families, we have younger brothers and sisters, we have dogs barking. So there's a lot that are going on in our homes. So just please, I caution you, please be aware, because again, once your camera is activated, people can see what's going on in the background, and we don't want anyone to be embarrassed, and we don't want anything to put you in a compromising position. So please just be aware of the background setting as you begin to log into your live class sessions on Monday. Okay. Next slide. Okay, fees. We will be waiving your program fees for the 2020-2021 school year. Obviously, we are not live. We do understand the economic impact of this global pandemic. We do understand that there are families and people and students, yourselves, because a lot of you are working, how this global pandemic has affected us economically. So again, program fees will be waived. We will not be requiring that for this year. However, there are certain things that do require fees, like AP testing, your dual credit tuition, which more information will be coming on that. And again, let me just touch on dual credit tuition. That is a tuition for your dual credit opportunities that is provided by the higher education institutions. So that is not something that we can work around. That is something that is required by them. But again, those dual credit classes and credit opportunities are being provided at a severe discount for you to earn college credit while you're on campus. And I am so happy to be able to provide you the opportunity to earn more college credit on campus than we've ever provided before. So the good news is that does help in a situation in which a lot of us are dealing with economic uncertainties. Just knowing, as I know that your goals for the 21-22 school year could be attending college, and this does provide the opportunity to get a head start at a much discounted rate. Okay. Additionally, we are going to be providing clubs and activities virtual, and membership in some of those organizations may still have some fees applied. Okay, that will be communicated by club advisors and will be charged on an individual basis. Okay, move to the next slide. Communicating with your teachers. Communication during distance education is extremely vital and important. Your ability to simply walk into your teacher's classroom, raise your hand, ask a question, has kind of been taken away from you. So the consistency in which you reach out to your teachers, that you reach out to our assistant principals, that you reach out to your counselors is going to be more increasingly important. As it's difficult for us to, again, it's not difficult, it's impossible for us to ask you a question in a person-to-person format, live format. So please email your teachers as consistently as you need to get clarification on assignments with your counselors, so that we understand what's going on, and so we can not only provide educational assistance, but we can provide social emotional assistance to our counselor's office, because we want to help you in every way possible. You will also possibly be receiving messages on Canvas through their announcements. So please be sure to check your Canvas messaging for their announcements from your teachers, and be sure to check your email on a very regular basis, as a lot of emails I'm sure will be coming from your teachers and from the administration and from your counselors. Okay. Okay, I mentioned this earlier in regards to student wellness checks. New to the Clark County School District, students will be required to complete weekly wellness checks, and they will be administered by your 7th period teachers once a week. The intent of these wellness checks is to gauge and monitor your well-being related to your social emotional concerns, related to technology concerns that you may experience once we begin school on Monday. What we don't know is is how technology could be interrupted as over 300,000 students begin to log in, participate in Google Meets, participate in Canvas courses. So if the intent of these wellness checks is to ensure that if there are issues related to technology, that we can provide you assistance, because we don't know how to help you unless we understand what's going on. So again, in relationship to technology, I think we can all agree we are anticipating some barriers that could occur. We just don't know what they are yet until we experience them, and we will work with you to settle those concerns. In relationship to social and emotional concerns, again, this global pandemic has put us in a situation that everyone has a unique situation. Mrs. Nelson put it very succinctly earlier, and she expressed this to me, is that the global pandemic has put us in this storm, and we're all experiencing the storm together. However, we are all in individual boats trying to navigate this storm, and your individual circumstance is going to be different than everyone else. Whether or not you have someone sick in your home, or whether or not you're dealing with other social emotional concerns. And that, again, that is the purpose of this weekly wellness check, so that we can communicate with you, that our counselors will be aware of what you're going through, that so we can help you, so that our administrators will be aware. Because again, the goal is to simply help you navigate this online distance education platform that we are all experiencing. And so just know this, that the wellness check is going to be conducted by your teachers. And if you're expressing concerns during that wellness check, your teachers understand that we will be sharing this with the counselors to reach out to you to try and help. Okay? I will add this little caveat to the wellness checks. While wellness checks will be conducted during 7th period, that doesn't prohibit you from reaching out at any time for help. Your counselors are available. We are available. Your teachers are available. So please, although the wellness checks will be conducted once a week during 7th period, if you're experiencing other issues after the wellness check, before a wellness check, please communicate with us. Email your counselors, and we will be getting back to you to help you. Okay? Who to contact for help. So when students or parents have a question of a particular class, we are going to ask you to email your teachers first, because they know what's going on in your classes. They understand what's being taught every day, and they can be your first point of contact for assistance in relationship to your class. When you have other concerns like time management, stress, anxiety, possible mental health concerns, we're going to ask you to contact your counselors directly so they can provide assistance to the best ability that we have. And again, sometimes that means we reach outside of our building for other assistance using resources provided by the Clark County School District. So again, this comes back to the idea of the importance of communication and how often you reach out to us should you be experiencing any kind of concerns, academic or social or emotional. Okay? Activities and clubs. We will be conducting student activities and clubs. Obviously, that will be held in a virtual format. We also recognize the importance of students being able to interact with your friends, other club members, because that's the fun part of school. And so club information and signups will be announced throughout the first couple weeks to the first month of school. We want to provide those opportunities. We do encourage you, all students, to continue to participate in the clubs and activities, as again, this does allow you to connect with your fellow students, the VTCTA community, different teachers that you may not have in a classroom format, but they may be the club advisor. However, at this time, no school-sponsored student gatherings will be authorized on campus or off campus. I know we all are social beings, and we want to gather, and we want to participate in these clubs and activities. However, please understand, due to the global pandemic, health and safety will always be the #1 priority. And so again, we will not be authorizing student gatherings if they're on campus or off campus. It will not be allowed. We need to ensure appropriate health measures are being abided by. Okay. Virtual open house. Our open house this year will obviously look different. Our teachers are or have pre-recorded a video for you to view, which will introduce you to your new teachers. And I will be sharing with you who our new teachers are for the 2021 school year. All of these recordings will be available on our website on Friday, August 21st, this Friday by 2 p.m. To introduce you to all of the teachers, to all of your teachers, your 8 teachers, and our new teachers. So if you choose to kind of see who are these new ROTC instructors, you know, who is this new PE teacher that I've never seen before, especially as you guys being seniors, you will see that Mr. Dunn is no longer a teacher here. Mr. Dunn has moved on to a different department in the Clark County School District, providing assistance for other students. But we do have a new health and PE teacher. His name is Mr. Lang, and I will review that here in a minute. But again, our virtual open house will be available for you on Friday at 2 p.m. So I would like to formally welcome our new team members. We have 2 new math teachers, Mrs. Lockett and Ms. Troth. We have a new PE and health teacher, Mr. Lang. Our new special education teacher is Dr. Cifuentes. Our new instructional aide who will be working with Dr. Cifuentes is Mrs. Floss. And our new JROTC program, which is kicking off this year, that we are also excited about, will be led by Sergeant Major Schoolfield and First Sergeant Horton. And I know seniors, some of you are in this program, so you will be receiving communication directly from Sergeant Major Schoolfield and First Sergeant Horton. We are very excited about welcoming all of these new teachers to our team as new Sentinels. Additional resources. There are additional resources that are being provided by the Clark County School District. So there are some online tutorials for parents, families. You will see a number of resources available using this bit.ly, using this link, which again will be available later today on our website. Students, there is some guidance on how to log into Canvas. Again, it would be through the Clever portal at clever.ccsd.net. There is a digital family guide that is being provided by the Clark County School District. We will communicate additional resources as they become available and provided to us. So please, again, look out as we provide weekly updates from the administration about resources, about what's upcoming for our campus. There very possibly will be a lot of additional resources that are coming. So please be on the lookout for additional information coming from us. Students, you will see this. How do students find their login information? How do parents get an account in Canvas so you can create an observer account? It's all here for you. So again, please be on the lookout for this presentation so you can access these resources. Again, today's presentation is being recorded and will be available on our website at VTCTA.org. And an additional PDF document copy of this presentation slideshow will be available, which will allow you to access the links to the resources. Okay, I am going to stop sharing this screen and come back live so I can see. Okay, lastly, I would like to share this. Seniors, I know that the moving to an online platform for the 2021 school year is not what you wanted. I do know that you have concerns about graduation. You have concerns about not having a homecoming, about prom, dances, all of these fun social events that should make up your senior year. Please know that obviously due to distance education, those things will not be occurring during the first semester minimally. We are waiting. Obviously, we all know we will be awaiting authorization from the Clark County School Board of Trustees as to whether or not we can even get back together. However, please know that you are our priority. We love and we appreciate all of our classes, our freshmen, our new freshmen, our sophomores, our juniors. However, we all recognize that you have put in 3 years prior to this, and you are looking forward to a lot of things. So Mrs. Newkirk and I, with Mrs. Nelson and Mr. Davis, your senior class advisors, we will all be working to do whatever we can to make your senior year fun, enjoyable, abiding by safety measures. My heart is sincerely breaking for you because I know what you are looking forward to. Disneyland and grad night and all of these things. So just know that is already on our minds, and we are going to do everything we can to make your senior year special, even though it might be a little bit different. Okay? I want to thank you all for logging in and viewing this presentation today. Again, we are excited. We will be successful this year. We're going to make it as fun as possible as we can during a distance format, a virtual format. Obviously, we love y'all, and we're going to make this a successful year. Okay? Thank you all again. We look forward to seeing you soon in your live classes. You're going to see us popping in on your live classes so we can see your smiling faces, and we'll be working with you throughout the 2020-2021 school year. Thank you, everyone, and have a great day. We'll see you soon.